In this video, we will discuss about the disk type, file system type, and logical volume in details. So this is a CentOS VM, CentOS 8 stream VM, and it is created on the VMware player. Please go to the manage, then go to the virtual machine setting. Here you can see I have attached 3 hard disks here. One is the 20 GB hard disk, and this is the default disk type in VMware player. After that, I have attached 2 GB SCSI disk and another 2 GB ID disk. Also, I have attached a mounted a DVD ISO image in this VM. So friends, before starting this video, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to like, share and comment. Now execute the popular command disk-l. Using this command, we can see all details about the disk type. So here you can see, as I told you before, this is a 20 GB disk, this is a 2 GB disk, this is a 2 GB disk, and this is the default disk type using in the VMware player. And after that, I have added another two disks, that is SDA and another is SDB. Please remember, whenever you will attach or add disk in the Linux operating system, those disks will be come in the format of /db SDA /db SDB /db SDC. And whenever we will create partitions or file system from a disk, then that partition will be come in the format of SDB1, SDB2, SDB3 like this. If we will create partitions from the hard disk SDA, the partition will be come in the format of /db SDA1, SDA2, SDC, SDA3 like this. And also please remember, whenever we will attach a external hard disk in a Linux operating system, that external hard disk will become in the format of /deb HDA and HDB like this. In place of S, that will become H. Please remember. And whenever we will create a partition from that external disk, that partition will become in the format of /deb /HDA1, HDA2 like this. So also, please notice here, I have mounted a DVD ISO image. Here you can see this is the DVD ISO image, and the format is the /db/loop0. This is a 10 GB DVD ISO image. Now we will understand the partitions. Here you can see this is the DB hard disk, and from that hard disk I have created a partition, and that partition is DB1. In Linux, all partitions are called in file system. Okay, so this is the file system created from the disk DB. Now we will understand the logical volume. Same we will take using the command df-h. You can see these are the partitions and these are the mount points. What is mount point? Mount point means this is the file system and mounted over the directory. This is the file system and this is mounted over the directory. Now we will understand about the logical volume. Please use the command lsblk. Here you can see what we have noticed here. You can also see the same thing here. This is the loop means this is the DVD ISO image. Then SDA1. This is a hard disk attached. But from this hard disk, we have not created any partition. After then SDB, and here you can see this is the partition or file system created from the SDB hard disk. Then SR0. This is the DVD ISO image. Please notice this is the ROM. This means this is the DVD, and the DVD ISO image is mounted on the /media ISO. Then this is the default file system in Linux, and you can see this is a partition created from the file system created from the this disk, and this is the boot partition. Then this is another partition created from the default disk, and here you can see this is the logical volume. That means these are the LVM partitions. You can see this is the volume group and this is the logical volume. Okay, please remember, whenever we will create a configure logical volume or LVM, in the logical volume or LVM, there are three concepts we have to remember. This is the physical volume, this is the volume group, and this is the logical volume. How you can check this? Please use the command pvs. Here you can see this is the physical volume. That means this is the hard disk. Now use the command vgs. Here you can see this is the volume group. Means using the physical volume, we have created the volume group CS. You can notice this is the physical volume, this is the volume group. Now use the command LVS. This is the logical volume. Logical volume is the root and swap. You can see this is the root and swap. Means this is the this hard disk is configured with the LVM, and from the LVM we have created two partitions. One is root and other is swap. So this is the disk having partition SDA1, and here we have configured the logical volume. Okay. Now we will check the file system type. Previously we have checked the command df-h. You can see only it is showing the file system and the mount points. Now we will use the command df-th. Here you can see this is the hard disk and this is the partition type. That means this partition file system having the format XFS, and SDB is the another partition. You can see the format is the ext4. And please remember, XFS is the latest technology now we are using. So I have already told you about the disk, file system type and logical volume in details. Now what we will do, we will use the disk /db/sda and we will create a partition and we will mount the partition on a directory. For that we have to use the command fdisk/db/sda. Now here use the command p. You can see only SDA is here, no partition created from the disk. Now what we will do, use the command m for help. You can see n stand for add a new partition. Now execute the command n. It will ask me what type of partition I want to create. I will use the p, that means it's a primary partition. Now partition number, because from this hard disk we have not created any partition, we can use from 1 to 4, and this is the first file partition we are creating. We can use the 1 or we can also directly hit the enter, because default is 1. If we will not mention anything and we will hit the enter, it will take the 1. Now select the sector, means we are we are using the file system, starting from the file system. We will simply press enter here and we will also enter here. Means we have used the enter disk. Now press your P. You can see a new partition created here, that is SDA1. Now what we will do, we will save this partition. For that, please use the command M, and if you will see here, W for write the table to disk and exit. Here what we will do, we will use the command W. Now the partition what I have created, that is saved. Now use the command fdisk -l. You can see previously it was only SDA. Now you can see SDA1 file system is created. It means we have successfully created a partition and the partition type is Linux. Now what we will do, we have to create the file system type. For that we have to use the command mkfs dot ext4, or you can use xfs. XFS stand for XFS file system, and ext4 stand for the ext file system. We will use the XFS. Then partition name. Sorry, here we have taken the HDB1. HDB1. This is the file system already we have created. We have wrongly taken this. We have to use here mkfs dot xfs slash deb slash sda1. This is the file system we have created now. You can see process is completed. Now what we have to do, we have to create a directory. Anywhere you can do, but I will do in root mkdir bkp1. Now what we'll do, we have to mount to the a new file system over slash bkp. Mount slash db slash sda1 slash bkp1. We have created now it. So use the command df-th. You can see bkp1 mounted over slash db slash sda1. That means this is the file system mounted over slash bkp1. Please remember, this is the temporary mount point what we have created. If we reboot the server, this mount point will be disappear. For that, we have to create a permanent mount point in fs tab. Fs tab is the configuration where we can make an entry for the persistent mount point. Please open that file vi/etc, then fs tab. Go to the end of the configuration. Here we have to add slash db slash sda1, then slash this is the destination bkp1. This is the source. You can see this is the source and this is the destination. That means this is the file system and this is the directory on which we will mount the sda1. Then give a space. Here we will specify the partition type. The partition type is the xfs. Then go give some space and write here defaults, then 0, then 0, and save the configuration. Again check the configuration. You can see what I have entered here, all are saved. Now use the command mount -a to verify the entry. You can see there is no error. If there is an error in the fs tab, it will show here. Let's try that also. Go to end. If I will insert, if I delete the s, give a space, save the configuration. Now use the command mount -a. It should give error, but here it is not giving. Anyhow, if we reboot the server will not come up. It will give the control D error. So correct the fs tab. Save the configuration. Now use the command df-th on mount slash bkp1 df-h. You can see bkp is not available. Now use the command mount-a. Now use the command df-h. You can see bkp mount point automatically added, and this mount point taken from the fs tab. Okay, if we'll make a wrong entry in fs tab, now check that also. Insert, remove s here or like this, right and quit df-h u mount slash bkp1 mount-a. Try to mount this one. You can see it started giving the error because we have given a wrong entry in fs tab. Now try to correct that one. Go to insert mode, correct the spelling dfults. Now save the configuration. Again, use the mount-a command. You can see there is no error. Now check default-diff-th. You can see mount point automatically added. Previously, we have unmounted the partition. Okay. If we reboot the server, you can see if you want to reboot the server also, that will also work. You can check rebot reboot. Please wait some while. Press R here. Now use the command diff-th. You can see the key one is present here. So this is the details about the hard disk type, file system type, and logical volume. I have told in details. Also, I have created a partition from a new disk. Also, I have shown you how to create a partition from a disk and how to make a FSTAP entry to persistent the mount point in a Linux operating system. So, friends, if this video is helpful for you, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to like, share, and comment. Thanks for watching.